Just a couple months ago, Linda Yaccarino publicly interviewed Elon Musk, and the things that she was saying in this interview are insanely troubling. She completely disagrees with Elon Musk's commitment to free speech. She wants actually to give advertisers what's known as the heckler's veto over content moderation. So what that means is if an advertiser is a woke corporation and they don't want anything but woke content to be allowed on Twitter, Linda Yaccarino was advocating to Elon Musk in person, to his face, that he give advertisers the power of the heckler's veto, which obviously is the antithesis of free speech. Take a look at this.
So you've got a massive platform. You have a vision that is a spectrum of just daily open-sourced conversation, and they can conduct their lives, their business, their commerce, whatever they can do on your platform. That's a pretty big vision. But in the middle should be advertising opportunity. That sounds like a great opportunity. I can talk about my brand, I can get my customers to communicate, and then they could also buy stuff. It sounds pretty good, right?
You'll be able to buy things just directly on Twitter. One click, boom, done.
But they need to feel that there is an opportunity for them to influence what you're building, that vision. What we're doing here, whether it's me trying to push and prod you on your tweets. For example, you've said you probably shouldn't tweet after 3 a.m.
Well, I've got myself
probably good advice for all of us.
I've gotten myself into trouble a few times.
I'm very aware of those. So after 3 a.m., you travel all over the world. Lord knows how you handle time zones in space. Will you commit to be a little more specific and not tweet after 3 a.m.? People in this room would like to see that. They'll make them feel more confident.
I will aspire to tweet less after 3 a.m. But I mean, it is important that, I mean, if I were to say, yes, you can influence me, that would be wrong. That would be very wrong. Because that would be a diminishment of freedom of speech.
But I want to be specific about influencing. It's more of an open feedback loop for the advertising experts in this room to help develop Twitter into a place where they will be excited about investing more money. Product development, ad safety, content moderation. That's what the influence is.
Yeah, I think it's totally cool to say that you want to have your advertising appear in certain places in Twitter and not in other places. But it is not cool to try to say what Twitter will do. And if that means losing advertising dollars, we lose it. But freedom of speech is paramount.
So, Twitter 1.0 had a very well-populated, much-loved influence council. I think we need to change the name. Elon does not want to be influenced. But it was really a recurring feedback loop from your key stakeholders, your advertisers, where they had recurring access or would have recurring access to you. Would you commit from this stage today to reinstate that council to be named later?
Well, I don't think it should be influence council. And you have to say, I would be wary of that creating a backlash among the public, because if the public thinks that their views are being determined by a small number of CMOs in America, they will be I think, upset about that. But feedback, I think, is appropriate.
So from a strictly analytical sense, right? We're just sitting here and we're looking at this video and we're thinking, okay, what's the takeaway from this video? My biggest takeaway is I don't understand how this conversation happened and then Elon Musk hired her to be CEO of Twitter. Because everything she says in this video is challenging the reason why Elon Musk bought Twitter. She's challenging free speech. She's challenging whether or not advertisers should have a heckler's veto. She's challenging him personally taking part in Twitter tweeting after 3 a.m., which is just a backhanded way of challenging his politics, because that's what he tweets after 3 a.m. He tweets about politics. I don't understand. As I said, from an analytical standpoint, I don't understand how you have this conversation and then you hire her to be in charge of this product, this business, Twitter, when you've bought the business specifically to protect free speech from big tech censorship. It boggles the mind. Boggles the mind.